Are you trying to improve your English? If so, come to Dave's English Camp. We try to make learning English an enjoyable experience for you. We have classes from 8 to 12 every morning. After, you can practice speaking with other English students from around the world.
Hello Lima, this is George. I faxed you the order forms that the different departments sent. The finance department has the largest order with over 100 items, but you'll need to make sure they stay within the budget. Also, double-check the IT department's form. They ordered a lot of electronic equipment. I think public relations is fine since they only wanted about a dozen items. Call me if there need to be changes made on the order forms so that I can contact the departments.
This is a very simple recipe to make. I know that all of you watching at home will be surprised just how easy it is. You might like to make it together with your children. They can help you, and it's always fun to cook things together. In fact, my mother taught me how to make this dish when I was only 7 years old. Even as a child, I was able to make it with no difficulties. If you do try this with your children, I recommend that you cut up the ingredients first. You don't want to risk any accidents with sharp knives. Okay, back to the recipe. It only takes 20 minutes, and best of all, it is good for you too.
Good afternoon, class. Today, we'll continue our discussion of ancient Chinese history. I'm sorry, the video I planned to show is unavailable. Instead, I have some slides to show you. These slides show some examples of ancient Chinese art and architecture, some views of the Great Wall, and some other things. If you read the assignment in your textbook, then you already have some background on the building of the Great Wall. Speaking of assignments, I have some articles for you to read for next week, some of the best written on the subject of Chinese history, in my opinion. Also, don't forget that next week we have a special guest, Dr. Smith, our own university president, who will talk about his recent trip to China.
Could the owner of a green and red Daesan Santa Lucia, registration number ST4571, please come to the parking lot immediately? Your car is blocking the entrance. A delivery truck is unable to enter, and this is causing a traffic jam in the street outside the store.
Okay, let's get started with today's staff meeting. I'm very excited for next month's book convention, which we'll be hosting right here at the T&J Publishing headquarters. I'm passing around the list of events taking place on the first day. You may be interested in the nonfiction author panel at 11 a.m., since we recently published books by several of the speakers. Also, please remember to keep your schedule clear at 3 p.m., because everyone will need to participate in that session. Now, there's one last thing that we have yet to confirm: the refreshments we'll be serving. Are there any suggestions for which catering company to use?